All right, folks, so I'd like to welcome every single one of you. Thank you so much for choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. We're going to be switching over to the White House in just a few moments and turning on the hot mic and all that good stuff. I don't know if you guys saw our Twitter. We actually caught some very interesting interactions at yesterday's press conference with President Trump between the media. Now, if you haven't seen what I'm talking about, go and check it out on our Twitter at Gold State Times so you can see what we're talking about. But very interesting stuff. Very, very sick stuff. So go and check it out and, and let us know what you guys think about that interaction yesterday. But thank you so much once again for choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. Here at Golden State Times, all we ask for, folks, if you can please share the live stream on social media. That is it. Please share the live stream on Facebook and Twitter and Gab and Reddit and Parler and all of those social media sites. Whatever social media you're a part of, share it on there. It helps us out so much. Also, if you are part of the groups on Facebook, make sure you share it on there too. Don't forget, because of you, we show up on search. They have taken us off of social media search, Google search, YouTube search. So we rely on the help of patriots putting us up on search. That way we can come up. Without your post, we will not come up on search results of social media or Google. So thank you so much for your help and your support, great patriots. Now we want to give a big thank you to Julie Jules. Thank you so much for your help and your support through Super Chat. Julie, you help us live stream here on YouTube, and all of your help helps us stream these events to patriots all over the country and all over the world. So Julie, thank you so much for your help and your support. And she says, Texas for Trump 2020. All right, folks, let me know in the chat, did you guys get notified by YouTube or did you guys get notified by Golden State Times? Let me know in the chat. Or did you guys get notified by both? That is always a good thing. It's always a good thing to be sure. So better sure and get double notification than no notification at all. So let us know, how did you guys get notified for this live stream? Did you guys get notified by YouTube or did you guys get notified by text message? We'll be back on the microphone in just a few moments to give shout outs to everyone that is sharing the live stream on social media. Now, we have a new way of doing it, of doing what we do when it comes to the hot mic and giving shout outs to patriots that help us out through Super Chat and through membership, and also new patriots that subscribe to the channel. Now, let me show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. We're going to be switching over to the White House very soon, but I just want to show you guys something real quick of what we're trying to work on and see what we can do, maybe make it better or redesign it in the future. But as of right now, this is the way that the screen is going to look. Now, as you guys can see, it already came up on your screen. Larry Payne has just subscribed. So that is where all of the super chats and subscribers and also everyone that helps us out through membership becomes a new member. That is where your name is going to come up while we have the hot mic. That way, I don't have to get on the microphone every 5 or 10 minutes or, however often to give shout outs and then interrupt the hot mic. I do not want to do that because we always catch very interesting things on the hot mic, and I want to make sure that I do not interrupt it. So the best way that I believe to do it is like that, to give a shout out on screen. So then that way everyone can see it. Even if people have it muted, you're still able to see your name on the screen saying thank you for your help, thank you for your support. But we're also going to go on microphone once in a while, I think every 10 to 15 minutes, just to give shout outs to whoever is sharing the live stream on social media. Again, it's extremely important that we go on microphone and give shout outs because of you, we are here. And because of your help sharing the stream, we are here. So we want to continue giving shout outs. We want to continue going on microphone and giving shout outs for super chats and for memberships and for following us on Twitter at Gold State Times and for sharing the live stream on social media. Now, right now, it's just a test. We're going to test it out like this. And if it doesn't work out, or if if I don't like it for whatever reason, I believe that we're not giving enough, enough, how should I put it? We're not giving enough emphasis on saying thank you for your help by doing it on the screen instead of microphone, then I'll try to switch it up. Where sometimes I'll do it on microphone, sometimes I'll do it through the screen. But we're just figuring it all out, folks. We do not want to get in the way of the hot mic. We catch very, very interesting stuff when we leave the hot mic on and see what they are saying. So again, if you have any ideas, any considerations, you just want to let us know about something, you can always text me, jen@goldenstatetimes.com, or email me, jen@goldenstatetimes.com, or you can always contact me through social media on Twitter at Gold State Times or through Parler at Golden State Times. So if you have any ideas how I can fix this, how I can make it so we give shout outs to patriots that are helping us out, plus not get in the way of the hot mic by going on microphone, ever so often, then let me know, because I am really, really trying to figure this out so we can do this good. Everybody gets their shout outs. Patriots don't miss anything that has to do with the hot mic, and we cover President Trump's events fairly and completely. So once again, if you have any ideas, let me know on Twitter, let me know on Parler, or send me an email, gent, G-E-N-T, at goldenstatetimes.com. I'll be back on the microphone to let you know when we're switching over to the White House and when we're switching on the hot mic, and also to give shout outs to everyone that is sharing the live stream on Twitter. I'd like to give a big thank you to Bo Mixer. Thank you so much, Bo Mixer, for your help and your support through Super Chat. All of those Super Chats helps us live stream these events on YouTube. As you guys can see, this live stream has absolutely no advertisements. This is an ad-free experience here at Golden State Times. And thank you so much to all the Patriots that helps us through Super Chat. Because of you, we're able to live stream these events, this event right now. Also, on a daily basis, future events. Thank you so much to all of our members, our sponsors of the channel. We're not sponsored by big, huge corporations or companies or anything like that. No, we are sponsored by patriots and viewers just like you. So thank you so much to all the patriots with the Trump hats next to their name in the chat. Because of you, we're able to live stream on a daily basis here on YouTube. Your help, your support supports the free press. All right, folks. So if you are wondering what that big box on the bottom right corner is on your screen, that is where your name will come up if you, 1, subscribe to the channel for the very first time today, 2, you support Golden State Times through membership or through Super Chat. That is where your name will come up, because once we get the hot mic going, once we switch over to the White House, I will, every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes go on microphone and give shout outs. But to get a shout out in real time, your name will come up on the screen to let everyone know that you support the free press. Let me show you guys how it would look really quick. And then I'll let you know when we're switching over to the White House and turning on the hot mic and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. Oh, there we go. As you guys saw on your screen, your names are coming up on there. We want to give a big thank you here. Let's give some shout outs before we switch over to the White House here. Give me 1 second. We would like to give a big shout out to, let's see here. Let's start off with INT Clark. Thanks so much for for supporting Golden State Times through Super Chat. Once again, INT Clark, thank you so much for your help and your support through Super Chat. And Clark says, Trump 2020. Thank you so much for your help and your support. Laney 3 Laney, thank you so much for your help and your support through Super Chat. And Laney says, big thanks for all you do. Well, thank you so much for your help and your support. Also, we'd like to give a big thank you to Ben A1 for your help and your support through Super Chat. And we do have footage from inside the White House. Let me check if we have the hot mic on. Yeah, we do have the hot mic on now. Here we go, folks. Hot mic is now on. All right, here we go. We're getting ready to go. Let me pause it for just 1 second, the hot mic, and just give a shout out here. And once again, we'd like to give a big thank you and a shout out to Ben A1 for your help and your support through Super Chat. Also, we would like to welcome Brock Exposito. Thank you so much for becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Your help and your support helps us live stream these events to patriots all over the country and all over the world. Now, let me just... too many moving parts in this stuff, folks. You cannot believe how many moving parts it comes to when it comes to streaming these events. It's crazy. Here we go. All right, so now we have the footage on your screen, and the hot mic is now on. And we'd like to give a big thank you here to the Voltron 1 for your help and your support through Super Chat. Thank you so much, Patriot, for your help. Also, we want to give a big thank you to Sasharin. I hope I'm saying that right. Sasharin, thank you so much for your help and your support through Super Chat. We'll also like to give a big thank you to Robert Herrera. Thank you so much for your help and your support through Super Chat. All of those Super Chats helps us live stream these events to patriots all over the country and all over the world. All right, folks, so if you help out Golden State Times or subscribe to the channel, your name will come up on the screen. I'll be back on the microphone in 10 minutes to give shout outs to everyone that is sharing the live stream on Twitter. So share on Twitter and follow us on Twitter at Gold State Times, and also all the patriots that are helping us out through Super Chat and through membership. This live stream is ad-free. There's no advertisements on this live stream. So thank you so much to the patriots that are helping us out through Super Chat and membership for helping us live stream this event.
Yeah, well, I'll come in next time. I've just been.
I just want to see if it's easy to.
Yeah, that's good.
Exactly. We can't do one mistake here. And I have my bed.
Yes. Ching, see you later. Bye-bye.
All right, folks, just really quickly, I want to make something really clear. I want to give a big thank you to everyone that is supporting us through Super Chat and also through membership. Now, as you guys can see, your names are coming up on the screen, but we're trying to make it so we don't interrupt the hot mic. So during the hot mic session, we are trying to put your names on the screen to give you a shout out. Everyone that is supporting us through membership and through Super Chat. As you guys can see, this live stream has no ads on it. It's 100% ad free because it's viewer funded. To be honest with you, our live streams are now, from now on, and they have been for the last few weeks actually, but from now on, they're 100% viewer funded, 100% ad free. If we turn advertisements on this live stream, YouTube will censor it. So in order to go around the censorship, we have to take off advertisements from our live streams. So we rely on the help and the support of patriots that are in the chat right now with the Trump hats next to their name. Those are the patriots that are sponsoring the channel. They're viewers just like you. So thank you so much for your help and your support. So we want to give you guys shout outs as much as possible, but we don't want to get in the way of the hot mic. We don't want to interrupt it. So that's why your names are coming up on the screen. And every 10 to 15 minutes, I'll be back on the microphone to give shout outs to everyone that is sharing the stream, giving it a, supporting us through Super Chat and through membership. And also if you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Gold State Times.
Yeah. Up at 6 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be back. Hold on 1 second.
She's out of, my mother has, dude, I don't do blood thicker than water, obviously, I think I've said that before. Mike is right, doesn't mean I have a little stay with it, I cousin of mine was having a problem, we are like,
Can you show me the doors for me? Who did it? You get the one with the shade. It's not shade, man.
I don't even know how else to do it. Yeah. What? All right, I'm not gonna hurry up. I'm sorry. Yeah, dude.
Hey Dave, relax, man. It's only one cut, man, all right? Oh, man. Make sure it's face up and down, try to give him some big. I don't like CBS shot. That's true.
Your day been good?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Have you seen Frozen 2 yet?
Yeah, oh, loved it.
Wasn't it amazing?
Yeah. Have you seen? Was it Home? Where they find the guy's dad.
With in the fairy tale world?
Yes.
I haven't seen that yet. It looks sadistically awkward. Like, I just watched the Coco, I was kind of scarred. I was like, I can't be manipulated like that again. It was good though?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's great. It's cute.
that and Toy Story 4.
No, I can't do that. Oh, no, I'll cry. Forget it. No chance. Drew, will you stand there for a second? Pony? Please.
I'm on TV. Good?
That guy is like, hey, Mom, look, I'm on TV. That's hilarious. They're so dumb that he's probably like, Mom, turn on the radio, I'm on TV.
So I cried all this. The guy I watched that movie.
Yeah, come on,
If there's any sort of animal.
Or he's just like, Mom, look, I finally made it.
Like, did you see the movie Dog's Class?
Oh, I couldn't even watch the trailer.
I cried for like 2 hours. My kids were like, what's wrong with you? Thanks, Steve.
I wonder if it was about the sunrise. Oh my gosh, it's huge. How long is that?
I don't know, I think it was like every 6 or 7 pounds.
Is that your, is that a tool?
That was my favorite. Yeah. Anywhere. Like the whole roof. Yeah, so
All the stuff, like all
Those are your favorite.
yeah, so like after when you do it there, a little bit when you throw it, but then I take my net and I pull it like this, and I go up like that. Spins.
That looks so awesome. What's the slant there like? So it looks like the water kind of goes out.
Yeah, so it's more of like a salad bowl. This has a little more. Yeah, oh, you want to see this floor. Oh my God.
Tired of you guys moving later.
Yeah,
I heard there was some photographers who were leaving their trash.
it's ridiculous. Let me find it.
you need me to fix this for you?
If you can get a nice, no, it's good.
No?
Let's see. You get a nice one to eat.
Did you get it on the?
The guy here. It's literally cheating. Let me go back and get the link. Let me go get the link.
All right, folks, so this is the 10-minute mark. I'm going to give some shout outs here to everyone that is supporting us through Super Chat. We want to give a big thank you to Julie, Hendrick, Heather Lopez, Bo Boxer, INT Clark, Laney3 Laney, Ben A1, the Voltron 1, Sasharin, Robert Herrera, Heather Lopez, Clarence McCoy, Laney3 Laney, John316, Dan McLaw. We have It's Shemp, Jack Martin, and Sovereign Stevie. Thanks so much for your support through Super Chat. We also like to give a big thank you to Michelle Battistone. Thanks so much for your help and your support, your very generous support through Super Chat. We also like to welcome new members. We have here Brock, and we also have Rudy Ramirez, and we also have Frank Priv. We also have Bill Zane and Vicky. Thanks so much, Vicky, for becoming a new member. We also have It's Shemp becoming a new member, and Sovereign Stevie. Thanks so much for becoming a new member. Thanks so much, Patriots, for believing in Golden State Times, supporting the free press. As you guys can see, this live stream has no ads. There's no advertisements anywhere on this live stream. This live stream is viewer supported. And we would like to give a big thank you to all the Patriots in the chat with the Trump hats next to the name. Because of you, we are able to live stream this event and future events here on YouTube. Also, all the Patriots that are helping us out through Super Chat, thank you, because you help us continue live streaming here on YouTube. We want to give a big thank you to everyone that is sharing the live stream on social media. I'll be back in 5 minutes to give shout outs to everyone that is sharing the stream on Twitter. So make sure you share it, but not just on Twitter. Share it on Facebook and Gab and Reddit and Parler and all of those social media sites. But the easiest place to find Patriots that are sharing the stream is Twitter. That's why we use it. So if you share the live stream on Twitter, we're going to give you guys a shout out. Also, don't forget to follow us at Gold State Times on Twitter and Golden State Times on Parler. I'll be back on the microphone, folks, in 5 minutes.
That's why they like it. I gotta keep the guy out. You know, watch that great Still playing?
Stay there 1 second. 1 second.
It's the same every day, and it's still stop counting every day.
You gonna make sure, huh?
Okay. Joke's dead, bro.
Region too, right? You tell me those cameras are rating. Those cameras are rating.
Now they are, yeah. So that came on his head?
Non-stop.
For that one? Crazy.
This guy, it's new normal. Shouldn't be
Not mine. I think it's Doug's.
Thank you.
Might be the White House too.
She's kind of short, Doc.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta be honest, it's not a hill I'm gonna die on.
You don't want to sit in this one. Usually we run.
Oh, yeah.
Quarter inch, half inch, 5/8.
He said he would take me over.
It's such a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Is that a practice really?
Yeah. Right?
All right, folks. So President Trump just announced on Twitter that the event, the President Trump press conference that you're going to see right now, that you're watching the live footage right now, is starting in 10 minutes. So this is your 10-minute warning. Once again, President Trump on Twitter just right now said that the event is starting in 10 minutes. So make sure you guys please share the stream, give it a thumbs up, and share it on social media. That is all we ask for. We want to give a big thank you to everyone that is supporting us through Super Chat and becoming a new member. We have a new member here. We like to welcome Kenneth Burns, becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. Thank you so much once again, Kenneth Burns. We'd like to give a big thank you to Ray Thick for your help and your support through Super Chat. We also like to give a big thank you to Joey G for your support through Super Chat. And also Storms357-2003, thanks so much for your support through Super Chat. We'd like to give a big thank you to Robin Schaefer for your help and your support through Super Chat. And we'd like to welcome a new member, Edward Carsey. Thanks so much for becoming a new member, believing in Golden State Times, and supporting the free press. As you guys can see, folks, this live stream has no ads. This is an ad-free experience here at Golden State Times. There are no advertisements anywhere on this live stream. So we rely on the help of our members, our sponsors. We do not have huge corporations sponsoring us. We have viewers just like you sponsoring us. So thank you so much to the Patriots with the Trump hats next to the name in the chat. Because of you, we're able to live stream future events here on YouTube. And we'd like to give a big thank you to all of the Patriots that are helping us through Super Chat. Because of you, we're able to live stream this event here on YouTube.
Could move one.
I go back the next day, as long as I clean off the top of the wheel. But I don't worry about the body.
Is it bent?
We want to give a big thank you to Harley Quinn for sharing the stream on Twitter. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. Idaho Garden Girl, thanks so much for sharing the stream. Be happy, life is short. Thanks so much for sharing the stream. Also, Simone 333, thank you so much for sharing the stream. Craig, thanks so much for sharing the stream. Robert Gambino, thanks so much for your continued support sharing the stream. Also, Ava and Audrey, thanks so much for sharing the stream. William, Eagle Eye River Otter, and Melanie, thanks so much for sharing the stream on social media. We want to give a big thank you to Donald Trump is winning, Lights on, Suns Up, Gulf Coast Granny, Dr. Ed Cal, thanks so much for your support. Lady Love Maga, thanks so much for sharing the stream. Also, Dina, thanks so much, Dina, for sharing the stream. We also like to give a big thank you to Reds Random, thanks so much for sharing the stream on social media. Beth for Life, C4Q Plus, Tara Woodruff, Human American, Deplorable Golden, Paula, and Jets Girl, thanks so much for sharing the stream. Also, Lina, It's Trump Time, Deplorable Trump Lover, and John Doe, thanks so much for sharing the stream. Tennessee stands with Trump, Proud American, and Idaho Garden Girl, thanks so much for sharing the stream. Jody, Christy, Michelle, and Luna Sky, thank you so much for sharing the stream. Elizabeth Wesley, thanks so much for sharing the live stream. We'll give more shout outs in just a few moments before President Trump comes out.
What's up, Johnny? Reading the rarefied air of the front row. Let me ask him if he can move it back some. It's scary. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
They must be loving that.
Just slide it back a couple inches would be
It's on the edge of this is a problem.
Let me get some tape. Tape down the front of it.
It's on the back.
It's all about the shirt.
Now I got his lens in my picture.
Just pull that back.
I'll take this off. Let's sit down.
Yeah, it should just twist.
It's broken.
Don't worry about it. It's okay, don't worry about it. Keep it on the body of the
He
truck.
pulls his back. I can. We'd have to both pull back.
This is on autofocus, I'm sure, right? It would be better if you just didn't move over one chair. I don't see why.
Okay, this camera was shot anyway.
Is it possible just to move the cool person over one chair? Guess for today, why not? Yeah. Well, just to get in. Of course. If I can move that, that's a problem.
Oh, Jaden's camera.
Just put it back. What's it? You know, slide this back a little bit.
I go back this far right here. Yeah.
You just move. How's that? Feel better? Anything's good, yeah. Back 2 inches, he's great. Let me see if I sit there. Let me sit there so you can see.
Come in here, folks.
Mine.
Got it? Good.
All right, folks, right before the president comes out, which is going to be any minute now, we want to give a big thank you to Dave, Peter, and also Todd for sharing the stream on social media. We want to give a big thank you to Allison Cochran, and we also want to give a big thank you to Dorcine Puckett, Olafson, and Sharon Fee. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. We also want to give a big thank you to Charles, Less Deplorable, Rita S., and also we want to give a big thank you to RHR for sharing the stream on Twitter. We want to give a big thank you to Wayne McClure, Sharon K., and Solemnity. Thank you so much for sharing the stream on Twitter. Also, Haiti Nuff, thank you so much for sharing the stream. Deplorable Tiger Fan, thank you so much for sharing the stream. We also want to give a big thank you to Don Presson, Steve. We want to give a big thank you to Steve for sharing the stream. We also want to give a big thank you to Sandeep Goyal. Thank you so much for your support sharing the stream. Capone, thank you so much, Capone, for sharing the stream. We all like to give a big thank you to Dana. Thanks so much, Dana. Mark Rice and Money. Thanks so much, Money. Also, Johnny. Thanks so much, Johnny, for sharing the stream. Trisha, Maureen, and Triple QG. Thanks so much for sharing the live stream on Twitter. So please share the live stream on Twitter. That's all we ask for, folks. That's all we ask for is you can please share the live stream on social media. Click the thumbs up button. Say hello in the chat. And if you are new to the channel, we encourage you to subscribe and click that bell. If you support us through Super Chat or through membership, or you become a new subscriber, your name will come up on the screen as a shout out. So that way we're not on the microphone all the time and we can allow the hot mic to be on.
Pretty close. I think about it like another 30. Depends how picky I get. Yes, sir. We do have video. I'm sorry. It smells. They're out. I'm out. Sorry, Caitlin.
You want to stay? Undistant? Oh, I love your
At some point,
What? I feel like I'm kind of wearing it. Copycat, yeah. I know, do you replace him with Dr. Fauci?
All right, folks, so the hot mic will come back online in just a second, but we're going to take that second to give shout outs to everyone that is sharing the stream on Twitter. We want to give a big thank you to Be Happy Life is Short for sharing the stream. We also like to give a big thank you to M. Hallmark. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. And we also want to give a big thank you to Jeff Lee for sharing the live stream on social media. The hot mic is on, but it's just low, so I'll get that fixed real quick, and it'll be back online in full volume. All right, folks. So the hot mic is on, but it's just a little low. So we're trying to get it back up again. But I don't know if you guys can still hear it, but it's just kind of low. So we're getting that fixed right before President Trump comes out.
Who does it? Thank goodness I always share the pictures with Andy. Right? I did. Nobody else saw it. Yeah. No, they're all at once. Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. So that would be cool. So what do you hear?
All right, folks. So the hot mic is on. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let me know if you can hear it in the chat. But the hot mic is definitely on. It's just a little low, and we're trying to figure out why it got so low. But we'll have the hot mic back on in full volume in just a few moments. The hot mic is on though.
Straight? Yep.
I watched the game.
Yeah, I know. You can let that a little bit.
All right, folks. So I'd like to take this minute that the media is really, really quiet and waiting for President Trump for us to give shout outs here to everyone that is sharing the live stream on social media. Please share the live stream on Twitter, as that is the place where patriots find our live stream the most. So if you do have a Twitter, please share it on there. But don't forget to share it on Facebook and Gab and Reddit and Parler and all of those other social media sites. So I want to give a big thank you to Dorothy for sharing the stream on social media. Lux3417, thanks so much for sharing the stream. Jamie Daniels, thank you so much, Jamie Daniels. And also Sparky, thank you so much, Sparky, for sharing the stream. We'd like to give a big thank you to Deplorable Mom for sharing the stream. And Tony Roach, thank you so much, Tony. Also, I'm sorry, not Troy. Alice Q, thank you so much for sharing the stream. Give me a second here. We also have Dave and Peter sharing the stream. Let me refresh one more time to see if anybody just shared the stream. Thank you so much to Pete, and also to Vinny O. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. And to Joe Willie. Thank you so much, Joe, for your help and your support sharing the stream. We also like to give a big thank you here to, give me one second. We like to give a big thank you to Mimi White for sharing the stream. And also to Yana Steele and Silly Lunch Lady. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. Also Deb926, thank you so much for sharing the stream. We'd like to give a big thank you to Trump's Microwave Soda and Virus Joe. Thanks so much for sharing the stream. FX999999, thank you so much for sharing the stream. H Yarn Lover 67, Michelle Battistone, thanks so much for sharing the stream. Beth for Life, thanks so much for sharing the stream. And Texas Trump Girl, thanks so much for sharing the stream. We also like to give a big thank you to Red Pill Dealer. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. And that's it for now. All right, folks, President Trump should be coming out any second now. The fake news media is really, really quiet. Interesting. All right, folks, 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning, and we're ready to go. 2-minute warning, folks.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We've had a tremendous week uniting the country in our fight against the China virus. I've reminded people of the importance of masks when you can't socially distance in particular. A strong message has been sent out to young people to stop going to crowded bars and other crowded places. Yesterday, we made the amazing announcement for our plans to protect nursing home residents. We're working very hard on that. We're doing very well all over the country. And also about contracting with Pfizer. We made a big, beautiful contract with Pfizer. We think they're very close, but we have a lot of companies that are very close to produce a vaccine. And I wanted to come out again today to share some additional news with you. This afternoon, my political team came to me and laid out our plans for the convention in Jacksonville, Florida. It's a place I love. I love that state. The drawings look absolutely beautiful. I never thought we could have something look so good so fast with everything going on. And everything was going well. A tremendous list of speakers, thousands of people wanting to be there, and I mean, in some cases, desperately be there. They wanted to attend, people making travel arrangements all over the country. They wanted to be there. The pageantry, the signs, the excitement were really, really top of the line. But I looked at my team and I said, the timing for this event is not right. It's just not right with what's happened recently, the flare-up in Florida. To have a big convention, it's not the right time. It's really something that, for me, I have to protect the American people. That's what I've always done. That's what I always will do. That's what I'm about. They said, sir, we can make this work very easily. We have great enthusiasm, incredible enthusiasm. Even the polls say about the most enthusiasm they've seen. We can do this safely and we can do it responsibly. And I said, there's nothing more important in our country than keeping our people safe, whether that's from the China virus or the radical left mob that you see in Portland, where I want to thank Homeland Security and others and law enforcement for doing a fantastic job over the last few days. They went in and people were out of control for 51 days, a long time. And Homeland Security and other law enforcement with us went in, and they've done a great job in protecting our property, federal courthouse and other property, and most importantly, protecting our people. Or the senseless violence that you see in Chicago or New York or Detroit, a lot of other cities where so many people are shot and so many people are killed. And people elected me to help and to protect. So I told my team it's time to cancel the Jacksonville, Florida component of the GOP convention. Will be starting in North Carolina for the Monday, as has always been planned. We were never taking that off. That's remaining as it is. The delegates are going to get together. That's where they do their nomination. So the delegates are going to North Carolina, and they'll be doing the nomination. And we're going to do some other things with tele-rallies and online the week that we're discussing, which will be really good. I think we're going to do it well. And I'll still do a convention speech in a different form, but we won't do a big, crowded convention per se. It's just not the right time for that. I care deeply about the people of Florida and everywhere else, frankly, in this country and even in the world, who would be coming into the state, and I don't want to do anything to upset it. They'll be doing very well very shortly. We're going to put some maps up of the country behind me, and you'll see that the area that we're talking about is a hot spot. You'll also see a lot of the country has no problem whatsoever, most of the country, actually. So I'm always going to take care of you, so that's the way we're going to do it. I've spoken to Governor DeSantis and informed other political leaders. I want to thank the Jacksonville community and its great mayor. He's a great guy, really great guy. They wanted it so badly. And all of the other political representatives in Jacksonville and in Florida, and just very special people, a very special group, and they were there for us 100%. Today, I want to provide an update on the actions we're taking to support the safe reopening of America's schools. Parents around the world who have had their children home for the last few months have a greater appreciation for the fact that teachers are essential workers, that they're essential to our children's future. Our goal is to protect our teachers and students from the China virus while ensuring that families with high risk factors can continue to participate from home. Very important. The American Academy of Pediatrics has released guidance recommending that schools reopen. It said, quote, lengthy time away from school and associated interruption of supportive services often results in a social isolation, making it difficult for schools to identify and address important learning deficits, as well as child and adolescent physical and sexual abuse, substance abuse, depression, and suicidal ideation. This in turn places children and adolescents at considerable risk of morbidity and, of some cases, mortality. Beyond the educational impact and social impact of school closures, there's been a substantial impact on food security and physical activity for children and for families. So that's very important. And there's a highway, it goes both ways. The National Education Association recently stated, despite the momentous efforts of educators during the pandemic, online learning has never been an effective replacement for in-person learning and support. Being at the school, being on the campus is very, very important. One study estimates that due to school closures last spring, the average student will begin this school year roughly 35% behind in reading compared to the typical year, and more than 50% behind in math. That's a big statement. According to McKinsey & Company, learning loss will probably be greatest among low-income Black and Hispanic students. They're the ones that are hit the hardest. We don't want that happening. 30 million American students rely on schools for free and reduced meals. Over 70% of the students who receive mental health services do so through their schools. According to HHS, 1 in 5 reports allegedly having to do with child abuse. They have neglect, and these are neglect and neglected cases are submitted by education personnel. So people in the education world on the premises will be the ones that report neglect and other problems when they see the children. They know if they've been neglected, they know if they've been hurt or harmed in any way, whether it's at home or someplace else, but they see this at school. You don't get to see that if you're not going to school. It's a big thing. Fortunately, the data shows that children are lower risk from the China virus very substantially. When children do contact the virus, they often have only very mild symptoms or none at all. And medical complications are exceedingly rare. Those that do face complications often have underlying medical conditions. 99% of all China virus hospitalizations are adults, and 99.96% of all fatalities are adults. That means that children are a tiny percentage, less than 1%, and even a small percentage of 1%. In a typical year, the flu results in more deaths of those under 18 in the United States than have been lost thus far to the coronavirus. Many different names, many different names. The life of every child is sacred and must be protected. Our sole focus is the health and well-being of America's children. I have a very, very special person who loves children, who's I think one of the greatest athletes of all time. A lot of people say the greatest pitcher of all time. Known as a relief pitcher, could have been whatever he wanted. Some people, he is the greatest reliever of all time by far, substantially more saves than anybody else. In fact, he got the Presidential Medal of Freedom recently. And I'm reading off these stats. I knew he was the best. I knew he was great, but I didn't know it was almost double anybody else. But he's a man who loves children, has children, loves children, works hard with children. We're going to go outside and be with some little leaguers. Mariano Rivera, you know, he's the Sandman, right? My wife said, darling, why do they call him the Sandman? I said, you know, they play the song. He just puts the batters to sleep. And that's exactly what happened. So having Mariano here is a great honor. Thank you very much. He was talking about children in schools, and there's nobody that's done more than you have. Thank you very much, Mariano. Fantastic man. Given these considerations, we believe many school districts can now reopen safely, provided they implement mitigation measures and health protocols to protect families, protect teachers, and to protect students. And we do have to protect the teachers and the families also. We have to remember that all families should be empowered to make the decision that is right for their own circumstance. This is especially important if a child has underlying health conditions or lives with a parent or grandparent who's at higher risk. In cities or states that are current hotspots, and you'll see that in the map behind me, districts may need to delay reopening for a few weeks, and that's possible. That'll be up to governors. The decision should be made based on the data and the facts on the grounds in each community, but every district should be actively making preparations to open. Again, the children obviously have a very strong immune system, maybe even as strong as yours. They seem to be able to fight it off and not have a problem. So it's pretty amazing, actually. Great, great credit. Our strategy to safely reopen schools mirrors our approach nationwide as we race toward the completion of a vaccine and therapeutics. The responsible path is to shelter those at highest risk while allowing those at lower risk, much lower in the case of young children, to resume work at school, and as long as everyone practices vigilant hygiene and social distancing. We want that. A permanent shutdown was never the strategy which would ultimately lead to greater mortality and irreversible harms. We don't want to do that. At the same time, we have to get our economy going. We had tremendous numbers issued yesterday. Housing prices, pricing of housing up 21%. It's the highest in history. It's the highest number in history. Real estate housing went up 21%. Today, the CDC will provide additional guidance for how schools can reopen safely. I hope that local leaders put the full health and well-being of their students first and make the right decision for children, parents, teachers, and not make political decisions. This isn't about politics. It's about something very, very important. This is not about politics. I even think it's bad politics if you do the wrong decision. Very bad politics. We're asking Congress to provide $105 billion to schools as part of the next coronavirus relief bill. This funding will support mitigation measures such as smaller class sizes, more teachers and teacher aides, repurposing spaces to practice social distancing, and crucially, mask wearing. This money is in addition to the $30 billion we secured for schools and universities earlier this year. That money we have, some is distributed and some is not distributed. If schools do not reopen, the funding should go to parents to send their child to public, private, charter, religious, or home school of their choice. The key word being choice. If the school is closed, the money should follow the student, so the parents and families are in control of their own decisions. So we'd like the money to go to the parents of the student. This way they can make the decision that's best for them. We cannot indefinitely stop 50 million American children from going to school, harming their mental, physical, and emotional development. Reopening our schools is also critical to ensuring that parents can go to work and provide for their families. The Council of Economic Advisors estimates that 5.6 million parents will be unable to return to work if schools do not reopen this year. It's a tremendous problem. It's a tremendous problem. Schools have to open safely, but they have to open. More than a dozen European countries, as well as South Korea, Taiwan, and many others, have already reopened schools, and cases have not risen. We can achieve the same goal if we unite together, follow the best medical practices, and apply common sense. We'll continue to support states and cities in the current hotspots in the South, Southwest, and West. The governors, I know them all. They're all very, very capable. They're doing a very good job. They're working so hard. You wouldn't even believe it. We have nearly 30,000 federal personnel deployed in the states that need assistance. We're helping with doctors and nurses, medical personnel of all kinds. As a PPE update, we're in close communication with governors and states. We have supplies, everything they could possibly need. We're very strong on supplies. Remember, I used to say the cupboards were bare. Well, now the cupboards are the opposite. Due to our historic efforts to increase both the national stockpile and the state stockpiles, the vast majority of the states have 60 days' worth of supplies on hand. And most importantly, they have ventilators, because the ventilators are very, very hard to come by, at least in the past. Now we're making thousands of ventilators a month and supplying them in many cases to other countries. For states that are making requests, we're rapidly delivering. In the last 24 hours, FEMA has deployed more than 1.5 million masks upon request, 1.7 million gowns, and 600,000 well, let me change that. We've created about 600,000 different supplies. We have 600 ventilators to Arizona, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Colorado, Idaho, and Washington. I think the number is 600. We'll go check that, and we'll give it to you in a little while. But we've got a stockpile of thousands of ventilators. I think we've sent out about 600 just recently. The United States has now conducted more than 51 million tests, which is more than any other country in the world by far. Roughly half of the tests are either the rapid point of care tests, which frankly solves a lot of problem and delay, 5 to 15 minutes instead of waiting for service both ways in both directions and then at the lab. But roughly half of them now, which is a tremendous increase, are 5 to 15-minute tests, or tests done in a hospital where you get the results back in less than a day, in some cases immediately. We're continuing to surge testing to current hotspots such as Miami and Phoenix to detect those with the virus and take steps to stop from spreading it further. There's a copy of the map, and this is, you have it right behind me. That's really very much indicating where the problems are. You see from that, it's in great shape, lots of it. The Northeast has become very clean. The country is in very good shape, other than if you look south and west, some problems. That'll all work out. On therapies, we've worked with Florida to ensure that over 40,000 vials of remdesivir are arriving this week. It's a lot. That's a lot. They're working round the clock to make it. It's had a tremendous impact. We've also shipped thousands of vials to Arizona, California, and Texas over the past 2 weeks. Arizona's doing very well. It's heading down. The numbers are heading down, I think, very quickly. Governor's done a great job. They've all done a great job. Working hard. We'll continue to monitor the areas rising and with respect to cases, and we ask all Americans to exercise vigilance, practice social distancing, wear a mask, do whatever is necessary so we get rid of this horrible situation, this horrible disease that was sent to us by China. It should not have been sent. They should have stopped it. They could have stopped it. They didn't. And the entire world has gotten infected. And a lot of countries are going through a lot right now. This morning I spoke with President Putin of Russia, and they're going through a very hard time with this, in Moscow in particular. I spoke to the Crown Prince, Saudi Arabia. They're doing well, but they're going through a lot. Everybody's going through a lot. Yesterday I spoke to the heads of 4 different countries. All 4 are going through a lot, going through a hard time. This could have been stopped. It could have been stopped quickly and easily, but for some reason it wasn't. And we'll figure out what that reason was. So with that, if you have any questions, please.
On the convention, were you simply not convinced that you could keep people safe at the convention?
I just felt it was wrong, Steve, to have people going to what turned out to be a hot spot. You know, when we chose it, it was not at all hot. It was free. And all of a sudden, it happened quickly. It happens quickly, and it goes away, and it goes away quickly. The key is we wanted to go away without a lot of death, without a lot of problems, and we're learning so much about the disease. That's why we're very cognizant of nursing homes. We're watching them very carefully, and people over a certain age, and especially people over a certain age with diabetes or heart disease in particular, but with a problem. So we didn't want to take any chances. So we had a lot of people. We have the delegates want to be there. We're going to do a fairly reasonably quick meeting in North Carolina. The nomination will be produced, and then we'll announce what we're doing, how we're doing it, whether it's something that's done online, I guess you could call it online. So there can be nothing like our last convention. Unfortunately, that was a great convention and in a great place, as you know. We had a great time in Cleveland, but it's a different world, and it will be for a little while. We want to get the world back to what it was, and I think we'll have that, including great job numbers, including so many things that are happening so positive. I have to say the stock market is close to records. For NASDAQ, it is a record. It's already exceeded its highest numbers. But we want to get our country back to what it was.
So would your acceptance speech be from the White House, and are you worried?
We haven't said that yet, Steve. We'll have that. We'll probably announce that over the next few days.
Are you worried this might dampen enthusiasm for you?
Look, we've done a great job. We built the greatest economy in the world. Nobody close. Not China, not anybody. We had to close it. We saved millions of lives, and we opened it. But we had the best numbers in history for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, every group you want to name. Young people without a diploma, young people with a high school diploma, with a college diploma, anything you want to name, we had the best numbers. Young people without a diploma, young people with a high school diploma, with a college diploma, anything you want to name, we had the best numbers. Women doing incredibly. Never been a time like that. And we had to turn it off because of what China did. We had to turn it off, and then all of a sudden, now we turn it back on, and we're doing very well. But it was very bad. China, speaking about China, the trade deal means less to me now than it did. Record corn day. They purchased more corn than any order ever, and that went on for 2 or 3 days, and soybeans and all. But it just means much less to me. Can you understand that? It just means much less to me. Please, go ahead.
What was the one thing, if there was one thing that changed your mind about the convention, and did Florida officials ask you to cancel it?
No, they didn't. We're dealing with them, but they didn't. I would just say safety. Just safety. I could see the media saying, oh, this is very unsafe. I don't want to be in that position. It's safety, not because of the media, but that's what they would say. And we'll have a very nice something. We'll figure it out. It'll be online in some form. Maybe it'll be something even a little bit different. We have time. We're talking about the end of August. But I think it'll be something that will be exciting. But there can be nothing like having 25,000 people. We had a tremendous thing planned tremendous convention planned in North Carolina. And it would have been very good, but a much smaller version in Florida. But then we saw what was happening pretty quickly. We saw that the virus was coming up that coast. So,
do you think it's an acknowledgement of the severity of the situation in Florida?
No, I think it's going to come and go. It will. I mean, you take a look at some of these locations. We're heavily infected. I mean, to a point where Deborah and I were talking that, when you look at what happened in New York and what happened in New Jersey and other places, and now you're looking and it's gone. Hope it stays gone. I think it will. But we have to be vigilant. We have to be careful, and we also have to set an example. I think setting the example is very important. It's hard for us to say we're going to have a lot of people packed in a room and then other people shouldn't do it. Don't forget, we're talking about schools, and we want them to be vigilant, and we're saying open, and then we're saying here you have a big room. But I also, if you notice, I said where bars are crowded, where other things are crowded. Well, there's nothing more crowded than a convention. I mean, you've seen them. And even though you try and keep people away from each other, it's just not that kind of a thing. They probably can't do that. It just doesn't work for them. So it's very hard. So I think we're setting an example by doing it. It's very important. Yeah, John.
Mr. President, if I could come back to school openings. You talked about money that Congress is looking at to help schools who want to reopen. If a school wants to reopen but is concerned about testing, would you consider directing some of that money toward testing for either a school district or even individual schools, if that's what it took to open the schools?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, a lot of people feel differently about testing. We talk about it a lot. When we have 50 million tests plus, and we broke the 50 million test mark. Second in the world is India, which has 1.4 billion people, and they had 12 million tests. And other countries that are very big had 2 million tests. And some countries essentially only test if you're sick and walk into a hospital or walk into a doctor's office or you're literally really sick. They essentially don't do tests unless you're sick. And I understand that too. So, yeah, if they feel that that's what they want, that would be fine.
You would tell Congress, you would encourage Congress to pay for testing for school
I would if they want. Again, we've done 50 million tests. There's nobody even close in the whole world. You look at our mortality rate, you look at our death rate, you look at different statistics. We're doing very well, but one death is too many. This should never have happened. This should never have been allowed to happen from China.
Also, Mitch McConnell's office just put out a statement a moment ago about the Phase 4 relief package, CARES 2, saying, quote, it's tailored precisely for this phase of the crisis. Yet it does not include your payroll tax cut. So do you believe it's perfectly
Yeah, I'd like to
tailored?
see a payroll tax cut. I think it's great for the workers. The Democrats would never have gone for it. They don't want it. They're not big into the workers, I guess. And based on that, I told them last night, I told the Republicans who have been working very hard on this, I'll tell you, and they want what's right for the country. And hopefully the Democrats ultimately will. But I said, I think a payroll tax will be good, but you're not going to get it from the Democrats. We need their votes, as you know. It's not like, we have a majority, but it's not enough that's why I guess we have an election coming up. So you still need Democrat votes, and we're not going to get the Democrat votes on that. So I'd like to see it. I think it would be very good for the workers. But if we're not going to get their votes, I guess we have to go on to the next thing. A payroll tax cut would have been very good. And maybe something happens. Yes, please.
You talk about setting an example on Jacksonville, but I just wonder, some people are going to take away from this the lesson that you're pushing too far, too fast. It seemed for a while the numbers were going up in Jacksonville and you were going to have a problem there. This comes up at a time you're pushing for schools to reopen. We have the opening of the Major League Baseball season. Isn't the example of Jacksonville that we're pushing too fast?
Well, baseball, as an example, we were discussing it a little while ago. You're going to be at an empty stadium. I've agreed. Randy Levine's a great friend of mine from the Yankees. He asked me to throw out the first pitch, and I think I'm doing that on August 15th at Yankee Stadium. And I say, how's the crowd going to be? And, it's like you don't have a crowd. There is no such thing. It's going to be interesting, Mariano. He's not used to that. I've been at many games. He walks in, the place goes crazy. I think it'd be just as good without the crowd. You were just born with it, Some people are born with it. I don't know if this is only for the baseball players, but I've never seen a pitcher throw a ball where so many bats were broken as Mariano. He's got the all-time record. I said, how do you do that? He said, parents. Great parents, when you get right down to it, right? How do you do that? It's called parents. Just to finish, I think that we have to all set examples. I think Major League Baseball is setting an example by playing to empty stadiums, and so are other sports. You see that. Now, then they'll allow a certain number in. I see golf is now, soon will be allowing people to come in percentages, and all of a sudden we want to get back to normal. The key is to get back to normal, because nobody wants to see this. But I think it's really good that baseball's opening. It looks like football's opening. It looks like sports are opening. It's a tremendous thing psychologically for our country. And we're all with it. We're going to see right now some beautiful young little leaguers outside with a great future ahead of them. They're already practicing on the front lawn of the White House, and we're going to go out and say hello to them, and it'll be really great. Okay, how about one more? Yeah, please, go ahead.
President Trump, the Washington Post earlier today reported that one thing holding up the GOP coronavirus bill is the White House asking that it include language regarding the FBI building in downtown Washington, D.C. Is that true?
I don't know that they're putting it in this bill, but I know they want to have a new FBI building. This one is very old, and it's really was never built to a very high standard, as you probably have heard, and it's got a lot of danger involved, and panels falling off the outside and pieces of concrete falling off the building. And they want to build it at the site that they have it. They had options very far away from Washington. And I said to them, frankly, you have to be near the Justice Department. There's nothing better than the site. The site they have now is better. But they were looking at sites in Maryland and Virginia and different places, but they would have been too far away. So I have been encouraging them to build it. And if you have a choice. You can renovate the existing building, but it's not a good building. Or you could take it down and build a great building for the FBI for 100 years and have it be incredible, even with tracks on top. They're talking about, we have, because FBI people like to work out a lot, and you could have literally quarter-mile tracks on top. It's a very big site, very wide site. So I think the best idea would be to build a new building, and that way you have it for a long time. Renovation can never be as good as a new building in that case. I know they're talking about it, whether or not they put it in this bill or someplace else, but the FBI needs a new building, and we'll get it done. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, folks, thank you so much for joining us here at Golden State Times. We apologize for that glitch. It seems to be happening every single time now, but only on the Q&A section. They're messing with the feeds. Okay, they're messing with the feeds. I do not know what's going on. This is already the third time that it glitches when the president starts answering questions and talking to reporters. It does not happen when he's giving updates. It does not happen only up to the point where he starts answering questions. We gotta see what that is all about. So thank you so much for your help and your support staying here at Golden State Times. If you guys want to get notified for future live streams when we go live, all you have to do is text the word Trump Live to the number 555-888. Once again, text the word Trump Live to the number 555-888 to get notified for future live streams. YouTube only sends notifications 10% of the time. We send notifications out 100% of the time. So if you want to watch future live streams here at Golden State Times and stay up to date on everything that is going on, text the word Trump Live to the number 555888. 555-888. And if you're new to the channel, we encourage you to subscribe and click that notification bell. Thank you so much, folks, and we hope that you guys share this video on social media. You let us know what you guys think in the comment section below, and you click that thumbs up button. It helps us out a lot. Peace. All right, folks, so that is for the video upload. If you guys missed the president's speech, we are uploading it onto the channel right now, so then that way you guys can check it out. Even if you didn't miss it, if you can head over to the video and give it a thumbs up and share it on social media, that will help out the channel immensely. Thank you so much for choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. You guys are awesome patriots, and that's what we do here at Golden State Times, folks. We cover the president fairly and completely, 24/7, 365. No matter where in the world he is or where he's delivering a speech, we are there to cover him fairly and completely. So if that's the type of coverage that you are looking for, we encourage you to subscribe and click that bell. I'll be back on the microphone to let you guys know when the video has been uploaded. Thank you so much for being the best part of Golden State Times. And once it gets uploaded, I will go back on the microphone and give shout outs to everyone that supported us through Super Chat and through membership. As you guys can see, this video has absolutely no ads on it. So we would like to thank all of the patriots that helped us out through Super Chat for helping us stream this event to patriots all over the country and all over the world. And also, we want to give a big thank you to all the patriots with the Trump hats next to their name that became a member today or has been a member with us for a while now, for a very long time. Thank you so much, patriots. Because of you, we're able to live stream these events to patriots all over the country and also all over the world. I'll be back on the microphone in just a few moments.
disease that should have
All right, great Patriots. Give me 1 second here. All right, so the video has been uploaded onto the channel. If you guys missed it, it is already uploaded onto the channel. So make sure you guys head over to the video, give it a thumbs up, and share it on social media. We need as much help as we can possibly get, folks. So if you guys got notified from YouTube, let me know in the chat. But if you didn't get notified from YouTube, then we are putting the link to it in the chat right now. But do let me know, please, if you guys got notified by YouTube. It helps us out a lot knowing how many Patriots get notified. That way we have an idea of what's the greatest impact when it comes to getting notified. All right, so I'm putting the link to the video in the chat. So if you guys missed it, even if you didn't miss it, just head over to the video, give it a thumbs up, and share it on social media. Say hello in the comment section below. That helps out the channel immensely. I want to give a big thank you to LTM for your help and your support through Super Chat. So I am putting the link to it in the chat just in case you guys did not get notified by YouTube for our recent upload. Don't forget, folks, if you want to get notified for future live streams, all you have to do is text the word Trump Live to the number 555-888. Once again, if you want to get notified for future rallies and speeches and press conferences and just in general President Trump speeches live, then text the word Trump Live to the number 555-888. That way, you get notified by us 100% of the time compared to by YouTube less than 10% of the time. Most of the time, they don't even send notifications all month to some Patriots. So if you want to get notifications, if you want to get a quick notification to your text message where you read it and you click on the link and it takes you directly to the live stream, then text the word Trump Live to the number 555-888. Thank you so much, folks, and I will see you very soon. Don't forget, click on the link in the chat. That is the link to the video, just in case you guys didn't get notified. But even if you did get notified, just click on the link, head over to the video, give it a thumbs up, share it on social media, and say hello in the comment section below. Let Patriots know it was an awesome Q&A. Just a little glitch that we're still trying to figure out what is going on with that. It was so weird. And this is the third time now that it has happened, where somehow only the Q&A section of the video of the live stream becomes glitchy, but everything else runs perfect. It makes no sense, and it's not from our end. We checked it already. It is not from our end. It has nothing to do with our servers or our computers or our cameras or anything like that. We got to figure out what that is and what is going on. So stay tuned live here at Golden State Times for full coverage of that. We're going to figure out what's going on. And we heard that we were not the only ones that were having the problem. We heard that Fox was having the problem. We heard that other big news networks were having the problem. So we got to figure out what is going on. So thank you so much, folks, and we'll see you very soon.